YouTube? It's your girl Ashinea Speaks, and I am back with another video. Y'all don't understand how irritated I am right now because I've just tried to make this video twice and I done got 10 minutes into the video twice and my do not disturb is not working. Maybe I'm doing it wrong because 2 people have tried to call me during my videos, and because I do not know how to fully edit right now, I have to keep restarting the video. So I'm a little irritated, but we're gonna try to get this through and process this through and press through. If you're new here, please go check out some of my content so you can get to know me a little bit, get to know what I got going on over here, and you can see if this is something that you want to be a part of. If so, you can hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that you can be updated every time I post a video. Hey, so today we're going to talk about the giveaway, but that's towards the end of the video. And then we're going to talk about me being a young mom and wife. I have 2 kids. I became a mother at the age of 19. I love my little babies to death. I wouldn't change it for the world. And I became a mom at 19 as well. So today I just really want to talk about my experiences with being a mom and a wife at a young age. So I seen a post on Facebook saying, you can have qualities as a wife, know how to cook, know how to clean, know how to do laundry, know how to pay bills, know how to sex your man, all them good things. I seen a post, but she said, but do you know how to be a woman? And that hit home, because a lot of the times we go into a marriage thinking like, well, I know how to do this and I know how to do that, and you don't be thinking about them nights where you and your partner be laying in the same bed and it feel like you're not laying next to each other. Or when you hate your partner, you feel like you hate your partner. When you and your husband or your wife haven't been talking for days, for weeks, for months. When you don't feel like there's no love there, the friendship is gone, the trust is gone. Just when them trials and tribulations come, are you ready for those moments? Because let me tell you, they happen. So are you going in for the right reasons? And most people going in for a title. And let me tell you something. If that's what you're doing, then baby, you've already failed. Marriage and being a mom or a parent, period, is work. It's the hardest job I've ever had to encounter, but it is the best job. I would not trade these jobs for nothing in the world. So yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, back to what I was saying. Do you know how to be a woman? And I came into a marriage not knowing how to be a woman. Yeah, I could cook you a meal. I could make your belly full. Yeah, I could sex you right. Yeah, I could do your laundry. Yeah, I can clean up. Yeah, I can take care of your kids. But do I know how to be a woman? And knowing how to be the woman is healing properly. It's knowing God. Being a virtuous woman. Do you know how to be that? You know what I'm saying? So I came into it a damaged woman with old habits, bad habits. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, so now I'm in the process of healing. Now I'm in the process of being a healthier me, a healthier, a better me. You know what I'm saying? A smarter me, a more peaceful me, a more happier me. You know what I'm saying? I came in this marriage being a sad woman, a depressed woman, an anxious woman, a hurt woman. You know what I'm saying? A woman, an insecure woman, not knowing how to love myself properly. Not because I feel like I couldn't get nobody or nobody. You know what I'm saying? But just, you as a woman or as a person, you have your own insecurities within yourself. And it's toxic. You know what I'm saying? So I know y'all say that word toxic is being used a lot. But it's the fact of the matter is, that's what's going on. It's a lot of toxicness going on, and it's being normalized, and it's being okay to do, and it's not cool. So, I'm learning to heal as a woman. I feel like when you in a marriage and when you got kids, you need to heal yourself properly, because those 2 things come with patience. That comes with time. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get in this situation, understand that mistakes is going to happen. And I'm going to use the cheating as an example because that's just so common. That's what's going on. That's what goes on. I'm not saying everybody cheats, but let's be 100. That's what's going on. People cheat. You know what I'm saying? It's more common than people not cheating. You know what I'm saying? So let me just say this, like, if your partner cheats on you and everything doesn't work for the same person. So what works for you in your relationship is what works for you in your relationship. So don't let nobody come in and try to tell you how to handle your relationship. If it works for y'all, do that. If it doesn't, don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't force nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to use cheating as an example. If your husband or your wife cheats, you know what I'm saying? Maybe one time, maybe 2 times, maybe 3 times. You know what I'm saying? If they make a mistake, you know what I'm saying? I keep saying, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, you guys, but that's just a habit. And I get that from my mom. But if your partner cheats one time, but, you know, they treat you right. They take care of home. They take care of the kids. They pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? They support you. All that good things. I will weigh out my pros and cons before I be ready to throw in the towel. I would go get counseling. For number one, I would seek God. Let's say that. I would seek God. I would seek counseling. I would figure out what caused you to cheat. If you cheated because of me, because I was lacking something, if you cheated because you just did it just to do it, are you cheating because you are damaged and you need to be healed? Like, I would get to the root of the problem. And then I would allow us to take steps to move forward, to build our trust, to build that love back up again. That's not necessarily saying you won't love a person if they cheat that first time, but just building trust. Start doing things, you know what I'm saying, to build our relationship. You know, to build our friendship, to build our foundation so that we can stay solid. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you don't have a friendship or you don't have God, and I might have already said this, but if you don't have those 2 things in your relationship, in your marriage especially, the enemy is going to come in and cause division. And what's going to happen is when you don't have those 2 things is the division is going to happen. You're not going to know how to stand in the gap and pray and rebuke that devil or them demons or that division. You're not going to know how to do that. So you have to know God. You have to have God in your life. You have to know that word. Because when them hard times come, you're going to have to learn how to get on your knees and pray. If your spouse gets sick, you're going to have to learn how to get on your knees and pray that sickness away. You're going to have to learn how to do that. Marriage is more than taking pictures. Marriage is more than a ring. Marriage is more than a license. Marriage is more than a piece of paper. Marriage is more than a title. Marriage is work. And it's going to get ugly before it gets good. And I need people to understand. So if you go into a marriage with the mentality of, I'm getting married because it sounds good, you're already failed, babe. Your marriage has already failed. Let me be the first one to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, excuse my little hair. It's everywhere. But your marriage is going to fail. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, like, of course, most of the times we go into it broken. We don't think about healing properly. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the times we start out so young. So I'm not saying if you go, you know what I'm saying, if you going into it broken that you guys can't grow from that. You guys can't grow together. It won't turn out to a beautiful thing. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is these are some things to think about before you decide to say I do with somebody. Work on yourself. Love yourself. Take care of your skin. Take care of your health. You know what I'm saying? I know this was supposed to be about being a mom too, but you know what I'm saying? It's more gears, I guess it's more gears towards a relationship, a marriage. Especially if you're young, because we young, so the enemy going to attack us the most. Can you stand the times of hardships? You know, it's not perfect. Me and my husband's relationship is not perfect. And it was a time where I didn't expect him to do no wrong. I didn't think he could do no wrong. He was so, you know, perfect in my eyes. I was like, oh my God, like I got so blessed. Like my husband would never do this. And this is not to speak any ill on my husband, but I told y'all on my channel, I'm going to be real and transparent. I can't preach or talk about nothing if I know nothing of it or if I haven't been through it. So I'm going to be real with you guys. There has been times where I have hated, where I thought I hated my husband. And I'm probably sure my husband probably thought the same thing. There has been times where we did not speak unless it was something important. There was times we were not having sex. There was times where we thought we probably didn't love each other, or the love was gone, or we're just doing this just to do it. You know what I'm saying? There has been times. I thank God for the space that we are in now. We are growing. You know what I'm saying? We're learning. And you know how we're starting to get through that? Because for number one, we're working on ourselves. I know for sure, 100%, I'm working on myself. I was going to counseling, but when I started school, I had kind of got set back. But the person who I was going to counseling with, she was booked for the month of March, so I can't go back and see her until April. You know what I'm saying? So I'm continuing my counseling. I went and got myself checked for my health. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the type of things that you know what I'm saying? These are the type of things that I had to tell myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can sit there and point the finger and blame a person for doing you how they do you. But you have to, at some point, you got to look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to look at yourself. Sometimes it's not the person. You don't realize how toxic you can be. I had to look myself in the mirror like, okay, granted, I get sad and I get depressed and I get anxiety, but I know the tools. I know a God. I know how to pray. I have a praying mom. I have a praying nana, and I have a praying stepdad. I know these things. So if I know these things, it's not okay when I have a husband and a wife. I have a husband and a child. I have a husband and 2 kids that I have to tend to. It's not fair for me to sit around and sulk in my misery. And for me to sulk and just be depressed, it's not okay. It doesn't give it an excuse. Everybody be depressed. But when you know a God, you know God can take you out of that. So it's up to you to fight for yourself, to fight for your family. If this depression and this anxiety is breaking your family apart, tearing your family down, it's causing you not to interact with your kids, it's causing you not to interact with your husband, you need to go fix yourself. Whether you a man or you a woman, you need to go fix yourself. You need to go heal properly. We get so caught up on what the act that was done, we don't try to get to the root of why that situation was done. And again, I am not giving an excuse as to why a person should do what they do towards you when it is a negative thing. I am not giving an excuse. But we gotta be real. You have to give affection. You have to give attention. Granted, you go through things, and I feel like your spouse should respect when you are going through a tough time. They should hold you down. They should support you. If it's something that you're going through that they know nothing about, I feel like they should do their homework and get to know about it so that they can know how to support you properly, so they can know how to be there for you properly, so they can know how to hold your hand properly, and they can help you get through out of it properly. I don't feel like when your spouse is going through something, the first thing that you should do is go run to the next man or the next woman. No, I don't. You have to learn your partner. It is a work in process. 2, it's not going to happen overnight, especially when you come into something damaged. You got to think. You didn't get hurt overnight. All that hurt didn't build up overnight. That's time and time and time and time and time after again. So you have to learn how to heal yourself properly so that your marriage can work. You have to love God. So don't go into no marriage thinking about the glitz and glitter of it, baby, because it's gonna be more rocks in the beginning than it is glitz and rainbows. Especially when you have children, when you're being a new mom and a new wife, you're trying to learn how to balance out the both of those things. You got to make a baby happy. You got to make your husband happy. And then you got to make yourself happy. You lose yourself in everything. But like I said, when you know God, you have to pull yourself out of that. He will pull you out of it. You got to love yourself and take care of yourself so that your husband or your wife know how to love and take care of you. So your kids can see a healthy example. So when they go through them tough times, they'll know how to get themselves out of it. They'll know how to pray themselves out of it. Love yourself or nobody will. Stop expecting somebody to treat you a certain type of way, but you treat yourself horrible. You don't take care of yourself. You go out in with an expectation thinking somebody owes you. Nobody owes you nothing. You owe it to yourself to love and respect yourself, to give yourself peace. You set the bar for yourself, and when you do that, the next person who enter your space, they will learn how to do you right, how to treat you right, how to love you, how to take care of you. Know your love language, because you know what? You're going to come with it at the door when you know how, when you finally heal, you're going to come with this aura about you. A person going to know not to play you. But that takes healing, that takes time, that takes patience, that takes peace. I didn't come to keep y'all too long. The giveaway, how to enter it, you have to follow me on all social medias that I have and you have. Once you do that, you comment on this video done, and when you do that, you will enter to win a Cash App giveaway. Once I hit 50 subs, when I hit 50 subs, I will be doing another Cash App giveaway. I did a giveaway when I hit 20 subs. So y'all rock with me, y'all follow me, y'all subscribe, y'all share this video, y'all like this video, comment on these videos, what y'all want me to see and what y'all want to see and what y'all want me to talk about. I need y'all to help me. We a family. Let's keep continuing to build. Let's keep continuing to grow. I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Peace.